They're all online on Game Banana. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody posted a Surf Wonky video.
Surf Wonky fix. Where's the fucking download button?
'Cause Wonky's been out for like fucking 5 years.
All right, we are live. I'm grabbing a couple of files and then we will um, get started.
Sounds good to me. I got my tools ready.
Where the fuck? There it is. Hi, Hardex. Good morning, good morning.
Whew. I love seeing hard dicks in the afternoon.
What up, Curtis? What's the last one? Sleek? Slake? What is, how you pronounce that?
Sleek. It's
Sleek?
just yeah. It's a For some reason I like naming my maps like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a parody, like version name of what it is. Like sleek is like obviously sleek.
Yeah,
The ramps are all like really.
tiny.
They may not feel buttery, but they look buttery. And then cartoon, obviously, there's a already a surf cartoon, so I had to figure out how to do another surf cartoon, but have it not be surf cartoon. So
That's
hence the
funny.
fucked up spelling on that as well.
Looms? Haha, yeah. What's up, everybody?
Bunny, hard dicks, Kurdisk,
Bunny?
looms. Ha 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 ha, yeah. 179. Surf Toonami will go super hard.
Yeah, agreed. I miss Toonami. All right, now where's my questions?
How about we not put more what's what's the word Sam uses all the time? Uh like culture maps or
Yeah,
what the fuck does he say? It's something like that. Uh Somebody else here knows. I forget. Has to do with like making maps about something rather than just making maps.
yeah. All right. Where do we want to start? I think we should just go ahead and start with the new QA process. What are your thoughts on it?
Uh I mean, I have my thoughts on it. I'm kind of mixed, I guess. It makes sense. Don't have maps sitting in queue, rotting away, pissing off mappers, pissing off surfers that want to surf the maps. So I get it in that aspect. Um, I mean, it is what it is. In a community like this, you're always gonna have people that want to do stuff differently, and I mean, it's not up to really any of us. So that's the biggest part to kind of know and realize is it's all up to the owners. They're gonna do what they want to do regardless. So
Fair.
I think as long as ultimately everybody is somewhat happy, I think it's all right. The owners are obviously happy about it because they're the ones that decided on it, and the mappers ultimately will be pretty happy because they don't have maps that are rotting in queue. Um, and then the surfers will obviously be happy because they don't have to wait on the maps they want to surf that are sitting and rotting in queue. So
Cool.
I guess ultimately that's my thoughts on it. It's not a terrible thing.
Word. Um, Let me disable this so I can actually see. Jazz wants to know if we can expect a tier 5 B hop skip. Is that a joke?
uh, yeah, that goes for that was surf through hell. I was trying to be intuitive, but it didn't work out, and people didn't think it was as cool as I thought it was. So it was just four donut ramps lined up in a row. You could either be a dumbass and surf it and be slow, or you can just be hop the top of the ramps. It was a T4 B hop skip in my brain at the time.
Word. So
So
we
that's where the T5 B hop skip comes from.
let's see if I can get Wonky to load. Since we don't have a video for it, I'll just try and skip through a little bit of it. Was this your first map? It looks like you got a bunch come out in 2023.
Yeah, that was number one. I was surfing on CS:GO at the time. I'd kind of only been into surf for a couple months. Uh, Played really strictly just on Sneak server, sometimes on GFL. Um, a dude named Poke made a map. I think he made surf themeless.
We supposed to go
And
under?
no, no, there's a hole to the left. Uh, but he made a map and it got added on Sneaks, and I was like, oh shit,
Oh, I
that's
see
kind
it.
of cool. Anybody can just make a map. And so I downloaded it and started fucking around. And as you can tell, these are all default source textures and you know all that good stuff. All the holes in the walls are made with carve. Tiniest, steepest ramps of all time.
Just this big empty room here for any reason?
No, I mean, literally, like, I had opened up, I'd only been surfing probably like 2 months, so then I opened up Hammer and made some shit. So, I mean, I didn't even really know too much about surf at the time. And it's crazy because I was only surfing tier ones at the time, and this is like high tier two, low tier
Yeah.
three. It's in there,
Okay.
the end's in there. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that was stage one. There's like three stages, I think. A
Oh,
couple bullshit bonuses. In my opinion, it's not worth to spend much time on.
I'll just no clip through it. So Koga asked, Puffin now versus then. Like what skills have you learned in mapping over the years?
I mean, the short answer would be all of them. I mean, you can just see just no clipping through this.
Yeah,
Uh,
very basic.
yeah. Um, I don't use. I won't use a source texture. I don't default textures. It's pointless. I feel like if you have like multiple projects out, obviously, you know, if you're a new
Holy
mapper,
steep ramp.
that's what I'm saying. You're riding a wall right there. But yeah, there's no source textures. I mean, I use a lot of models now. Everybody knows that.
Is this your end?
Yeah, that's the end. You just fucking slap up on it. Boom. Oh yeah, nothing special.
70 hours. Is that how long it took you to make that map?
Yeah, it didn't take me very long at all. You can kind of feel it in the map, but
Yes, shout out Granis.
first
Surf's
map and it
number
was.
one helper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Granis is the ultimate. I think he has probably the most credits out of everybody.
For sure. Um, do you have plans for like remaking Surf Through Hell or doing a Surf Through Hell 2?
You know, probably not. I always said I would, but I feel like that's something like kind of like Despair. Despair, I didn't really want to revisit it after it got rejected, just because I was trying to move on to better things, better better theme, better feelings, etc., etc. Through Hell, it just got it's almost like what we're on right now. It's kind of a what am I looking for? It's a I guess I could default to meme. It's more of a known meme amongst the community, so I feel like it's better off just left there where it's at, you know.
Okay, I get that.
I feel like if I make a second one and it's actually like good, then the original kind of loses its flair, you know.
Yeah. I haven't played this map in ages. I've
This one though, you can't tell me shit about this one. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
I love the textures and the
Everyone hated it.
skybox.
Everyone hated it.
It's probably bad for streams.
It's
The bit rate's probably
oh
awful.
it's terrible. The bitrate is fucking outrageous. That was one of the big things. The Nibiru's are quote unquote bitrate killers. They called them. Texture's cool though.
What do you enjoy about mapping and surfing, and how do those relate?
Uh, Mapping is more. I don't know. I'm not a like I love art in like all forms. Um, but oddly enough, I'm not good at like any of them. I can't draw with the shit.
I feel
Uh,
that.
can't sing, can't rap, can't dance. You know, none of that cool shit. So this is one of the things that I feel like I can actually get some of the artistic thoughts and stuff out, and it actually makes sense to me, I guess. And then at that point, I don't really care how it is for everyone else. I'm like, damn, this looks good. I like it. Um, which is also known.
I
I
love that
kind of don't
answer.
care. I make what I think looks cool and what makes me feel good when I look at it. And then surf is more of the competitive side of me. It's like I don't surf just to surf. I surf because I want to get like a specific time or beat a specific time. You know,
Yeah, I think I'm the
I know.
opposite. I rarely
Yeah,
care about getting a time.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say next is, I know a lot of people just surf to relax and, chill, bullshit around. I don't know. For surf, it's the opposite for me. I don't want to surf unless it's a map that I know, a map that, you know, feels smooth, something that I run good. You know, that's why I
Yeah,
barely have any T4, T5, T6 times because I mean, obviously I can complete them, but I'm not gonna spend fucking 48 hours dialing in so I can get a G2 or a G3.
gotcha. Yeah, there's a few maps where I'm like, I could grind this forever for good times. That would be fun. But for most maps, I'm like, I'm okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's so, but other than they correspond, I guess. Honestly, I don't. They don't really correspond for me. I feel like it's kind of two different things. Um, Other than I guess when I'm like testing, when I'm testing the maps, that's pretty chill, pretty relaxing. It's not a competitive thing, obviously, because I'm not competing against anybody.
So we're on Nibiru 2 here. Do you have anything you want to say about the Nibiru series?
Uh, yeah. Fuck all of y'all. That's all I have to say about these maps are good.
Appropriate answer.
I mean, I can rant and rave, but I figure I'd just shorten the answer. That's about it. These maps are fine, especially Nibiru 2.
Just
Like
gets
this,
too much
uh,
hate.
like I feel like this is a map that, compared to some of the maps that get made and released, this is not bad in any sense of the word. But they're gonna be picky, so the Nibiru's will never be on KSF.
I just knew that was gonna be a jazz bonus. Who are some of your favorite mappers?
Hmm. I love Jazz. Jazz is a cool guy. Never actually known anybody that climbs rocks and likes it. That's cool. And he also makes cool maps. Um, Curtis, same thing. Cool dude. His maps are fucking crazy. Um, his maps always look good and they always surf good. And they're usually low tier, which is what I surf. So Sedacity, Echo, um, fuck what? He had another low tier one as well. But yeah, overall cool guy too. Does good work. Helps out a lot of people. Uh,
Shout out Kurt. Thank you
yeah.
for the mapper
Cur-
gatherings.
Oh yeah, and those. I mean, shit, he does just so much for the community. Uh, Hardix, his maps are so good. Uh, cool guy
Hardex
too.
is a community favorite. Everybody
Yeah, I
loves
mean,
him.
you can't not like Hardix. Yeah, he's a dickhead, but he's a cool dickhead, so I can appreciate that. Uh, I mean, honestly, when it comes to, like, I know I fuck around a lot and I'll say what I say, but there's not a lot of people in the Mapper community that I can say I genuinely don't like. Uh, when it comes to not liking their work, um, I mean, really, I could care less about anybody else's work. Um, Unless they're the people shitting on my work and then putting out garbage. Then I'm like, what the fuck is your problem, dude? Your work sucks.
What was the like what in particular do you know that held Surf Through Hell back? Like why wasn't it approved?
Yeah, it was too short and boring. I believe that's quotable. Actually, I believe you could put that in quotes.
No.
I mean, it's literally it's like 20 seconds. You know, I wouldn't say it's boring. They said it was boring just because it was 180, 180, 180. Uh, which yeah, okay, but it was a competition map, a contest map. You know,
Yeah, I wouldn't call it
and,
boring. It is short.
yeah, it's very short. It looks very good. The bonuses look very good, and the bonuses are good. You know, other than it being too short. See, I think that's my main issue when it comes to them and their rejection reasons. Um, I think they just go too far. You know, they go, they give you like a legit reason, and then they follow it up with some stupid fucking s- uh
Subjective.
subjectable, objective. There you go, objective reasons. Like they could have just left through hell. Like it's too short. You can't have a 20-second map. But they had to leave. They had to add. It's boring. It's 180 after 180, and da, 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 da. Same shit with despair. Despair, they could have just rejected. You know, for one single legit reason rather than a few kind of fucking retarded reasons. But I digress. Taiki helped me out a little bit. Did the major QA on it. Told me all the shit I needed to fix. Kind of told the team that that he didn't feel like it was rejectable. He gave them his reasons, and I don't know. I don't know all the back stuff. All I know is it was rejected. Taiki didn't necessarily think it should have been rejected, so it ended up being unrejected, and I fixed all the issues on it and resubmitted it.
Um, what map, like, what are your proudest and, like, which map are you most happy with and least happy with that you have actually had released?
I'd say proudest and unproudest. It's a tough one, actually, because I'm notoriously proud of all my work.
Um, Maybe which maps do you think um, deserved more praise but didn't get them or were
Hmm.
overlooked?
I mean, Bikini Bottom, I think, really. Uh, just because of what it is when you boil it down to its core, it's a fucking SpongeBob map, dude. I mean, who else? It's pop culture. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what Sam calls my maps. They're all pop culture maps. I mean, it's SpongeBob. You can't, even if it was a complete dog shit map, like what's that? The old SpongeBob map back in the day, where it was like the shittiest aspect or assets of all time, but you could tell that it was SpongeBob, and you liked it because it was SpongeBob, even though it was real shitty. But you know, for that reason alone, but also the surf is not terrible at all. Yeah, I will say, yeah, it's a left turn simulator, but hindsight's 2020. Uh, surf isn't terrible. It's a low tier. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just hated on it just to hate on it instead of seeing it for what it actually is. I made that map because I grew up with SpongeBob and Juice grew up with SpongeBob. So we were like, hey, we both love SpongeBob. Let's make a fucking map about
Curtis is talking shit. He says this is the map that deserves some hate.
it. This is a map that Curtis cannot fucking stand.
Yo, that looks hard right there.
This is uh this is Benoe's favorite map too.
This would be Benoe's favorite
Uh,
map.
Benoe loves this map.
I'm sure he does.
This was a good one though.
I
This was
like the colors.
this was just a hate map though. I mean that's why that's what it's called. It's FWYH. That's the logo for it up there. You just passed.
Are you allowed to
Fuck
go
what you
through this
heard.
hole?
Yeah, but you can barely make it through.
Are you
You
supposed
got
to
like
go
one and
around?
nah. You got like 1.5 units of clearance. You can't go through there. You have to go through the hole.
That's so funny.
And you have like I said, it's like 1.5, maybe 2 units of clearance on like any given side.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
That's
I mean
cruel.
it was just a hate map. Like I didn't plan like I this wasn't being submitted to KSF or anything. Like I was just mapping because I think through hell had just been rejected and I left KSF and rada rada. I was like, fuck them, I'm gonna make something stupid. And I made something stupid.
I love it. Yeah, you accomplished your goal there.
I mean, yeah, I still like it though. It's a cool little map. I think I took aspects of a unreleased, uh, the ancient one.
Yeah,
Uh, they were doing a collab of sorts. That eventually just burned out. That was a part of a stage that I did. It was like a real techie stage, like that spin at the end.
I think I saw this map in a tournament.
Uh, yes, it was. It was a Surf Heaven tournament, I believe. This is also B3 on Despair. Since KSF wouldn't take it as a map, they can take it as a bonus.
This quote by Randy.
Yeah, I fucks with Randy. I had to, I had to put him in.
Are you working on anything? I know you were working on that Halloween one. Did you give up on that? Or not Halloween, but you
That
were working on one back in October.
yeah, that's Despair. That's the one that's
Oh,
in
okay.
QA currently.
Okay.
Um, that one I can send you the rough showcase for it. You can go through that eventually. And yeah, this is the one, especially the KSF upgrade. I mean, the new
Yeah.
textures and the lighting, it's
I
so good.
remember watching you work on it for a while.
So I say it had to be done. We had to get it on KSF. We had to revamp it. The ramp textures, just everything. Just I mean, we initially released it. Um, so we were working on it for a good year probably. And then the death of CS:GO was imminent. Nobody knew exactly what was going to happen with CS:GO. The main consensus was CS:GO was going to die. Don't even bother mapping. At that point, we were 90% done. Um, we just said, fuck it. Let's release it. Let's get it out there. You know, CS is supposed to die in 2 weeks. What's the point of spending the next 2 weeks tweaking it and making it look good? and nobody gets to enjoy it because CS:GO is gonna be dead. So we just released it so we can give people a little bit of time on it, and then Go ended up not completely dying. So then we were like, well, that sucks because the map isn't completely what we wanted. So this KSF version is more of a version that we wanted, at least visually,
Yeah,
right?
it looks a
Because
lot better.
the Go version was full bright and you know, yeah. Like I said before, that was a map that it got a lot of hate for what it was, and it should have gotten more love for what it is. But the hate that I got was mostly deserved. I mean, full bright cartoon map is not a great idea on the eyeballs. So yeah, it is what it is. This version deserved a hell of a lot more love than it got though.
I agree. I think it's a fun map to play, and I love the idea of it. Like, who doesn't love SpongeBob?
Yeah, yeah. Which I mean, if they want to make me the pop culture martyr of surf, then to whatever. But yeah, I like what I like, and you know, like I said earlier, my artistic abilities are limited, I guess you could say, and I feel like making stuff based off of things. I mean, obviously, one, it's easier. You don't have to use so much brain power. Uh, and two, I mean, you can pick stuff that you know for a fact everybody likes. You pick a theme that you're trying to go artistically based off of just stuff in your head. If you're looking for people to like your stuff, you gotta worry about oh, well, if I like this, who else likes this? You know, pop culture stuff, fucking everybody likes it.
Fair.
And like I said, you don't have to use so much brain power. Especially like the SpongeBob map. We decided we were like, let's model it 1 to 1. You know, we know SpongeBob, we've seen it. We could map these rooms just based off of memory, but then also we have a million references to go off of.
Oh, I think I've seen you streaming this a while back.
Yeah, I think I streamed it a couple times. Ethics streamed it recently, or somewhat recently.
Let me get back to my questions. Curtis asked what you think QA should get for their efforts.
Um, I mean, I've already said it outright. I mean, at least just give us a server, at least a private. Uh, I think there's only like 10 active QA people, anyways, barely that. So a server would make sense. I think what the server whitelist is like 13 people or something. I have no idea. I know it's limited though, but
Question
makes sense.
from yourself. Why did you start mapping?
Uh, all right, yeah, I answered that earlier. I think you asked that, so good job. You beat me to it.
I just noticed that you had your own questions or questions for yourself.
Yeah, silly goose type shit.
And I loved how Spy immediately responded, "Why didn't you stop?"
That was a good question. That was a real good one. I don't know. That ties into I can't get my artistic itches out anywhere else, I guess. So there's his answer to that.
Do you prefer making bonuses for other people or making your own maps?
Bonuses for other people for sure.
And why? Like just because it's shorter process or
Um, I think just overall shorter process, risk to reward. Um, you know, you make a whole map, you're spending more time on it. Um, and obviously it's a whole map, so you know, it's getting announced. Everyone and their mama's playing it on release day. Um, so if it's not so good, you're getting some attention that you don't quite want. Uh, you do bonuses, you don't quite have to worry about that. You might get a couple people here and there being like, "Yo, what the fuck is this shit, dude?" But yeah, for the most part, just yeah, you can knock out 3, 4 bonuses in the time it takes to make a small shitty map, and you can just it's a good workout too. I feel like uh for a mapper, just do a bunch of bonuses, do a bunch of different shit, you know, kind of see what you like to do. You see what other people like that you do. You know, like if you were to make, some tech bonuses, some unit bonuses, you can kind of gauge what plays well in the community versus your feedback that you get, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So I don't know. It's good practice for mappers to do just bonuses. I wouldn't tell a mapper to get right into making the map. I would tell them to do some bonuses first.
I like that. Um, Hardex, why you bringing math into this?
Yeah, Saturday I'm not doing any maths.
I retired. That is one of my favorite theorems, though. What's the hardest part of mapping for you?
Hmm. You know, I would say the start. Starting anything, even a bonus. Feel like sitting down, opening hammer with nothing particular in mind, that's probably the hardest part.
I feel like that's how it is with a lot of art projects. It's like it's so hard to get started until you've started.
Right. I think that also goes back to, you know, I have a hard time connecting with that part of myself, you could say. So that kind of just ties with that. You know, sit down. I don't, even if I do have a thought, I don't necessarily have the knowledge to get it done, to actually execute it. Which is another good thing with mapping, though, at least with having s- a little bit of tenure and a little bit of experience, is I do have a fair bit of knowledge on mapping, and so with mapping, it's not so hard as maybe other things. Maybe if I were to sit down and open up like Procreate, if I'm in a drawing mood and I don't really have anything that I want to draw, I'm like, well, like, what am I gonna draw? What the fuck? With mapping, it's a little easier because I know I can just start kind of placing ramps and get a feel, and then maybe I'll watch a TV show or a TikTok clip or something, and I'll get inspired by some geometry or a theme or some lighting that I see, and I'm like, oh shit, that might look good on source. Just little shit like that.
Oh, I forgot about cartoon.
So another one I really like. Probably got a probably got less love than it deserved.
I love the different stages, like each one is its own TV show.
Yeah, yeah. So with this, it's funny. This actually started out as a like a fuck KSF project. Like this was meant to not go on KSF initially. Um, I stopped working on it for a while. Got back into KSF at some point. Opened up the file. I was like, fuck it. Let's actually make this a good map. The whole point of this, though, other than, you know, let's do a cool pop culture map, and it's not even gonna be on KSF. People are gonna ask for this map because it looks so cool, but I'm not even gonna give it to them. I asked all the mappers to give me their favorite cartoon, whether that be now, whether that be as a child, just, you know, when I ask you, hey, what's your favorite cartoon? Give me the first answer that pops in your head. And so they did that. And so everything that they gave me was detailed to correspond with what their favorite is. So each one of these stages, uh, the design is essentially what they chose, what they said is their favorite cartoon.
And so
So it
you
was
did
good.
all the detailing for it?
Yeah, so other than I think Juice did most of his detailing. He did like 90%, 95% probably. Juice did his detailing. Somebody else did theirs. K, Q. I never know how the fuck to say his name. Um, you know, the monkey guy, the monkeys, space monkeys, that guy.
Yeah.
Um, Ox. Ox did their detailing as well. So stage one, stage two, fuck, third. Oh yeah, B3. Juice did the detailing here. The wand was my idea. It was a bad idea.
You don't like
Because
it?
everybody, no, everybody got wanded. It kept getting it was like a mass activation. So every time somebody spawned on B3, everybody in the server got flashed with a wand.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty funny though. And this is the bonus. He did all the detailing on this.
Is there a style of surf that you want to make but like haven't found a way to do so?
Um, Not in particular. No. Um, I've done some techie stuff. I would like to learn how to like incorporate B-hops into surf a little better. I feel like anytime that I do it, it feels forced. Uh, but I've seen like I know like ZK, Grizz, like that type of surf. Um, I don't know. I like to be able to do it for like a bonus even, but I it always feels forced when I try to do it. But I've done tech, I've done unit. But I don't really know what other types of surf there is.
Slides.
Ah, yeah, shout out Curtis. It's the fucking slide master right there.
I'm just gonna play Nibiru like 4 times just to piss off people with the bitrate.
It's literally as soon as you click play, that shit crunches.
Um,
Which
cur-
in my defense, I had no idea about any of that type of technical stuff when I first started on PC.
yeah, fair. I mean, I didn't
So
know
like,
about it
yeah,
until I.
like now I actually like think about that when I'm choosing textures. But back then, I had no idea that was even a fucking thing. I just thought it was a cool texture. I thought it would look cool.
I mean, it's cool to play. It's just not good for like tournaments or streaming.
Yeah, for sure.
I know that's a big problem during tournaments is allowing people to pick maps that like, surf porn, for example, is always a problem. And other maps with like bitrate killing textures are very unpopular by the viewers and the organizers.
Yeah, yeah. It only makes sense. You want your you want your your screen to be clear. You don't want it to be all crunched up.
Curtis asked how much feedback you try to actively incorporate into your maps.
I mean, nowadays I try to incorporate everything unless I feel like it's pretty unnecessary, or unless I feel like it goes against what my actual like
D-
purpose of the map is.
yeah.
But other than that, I try to incorporate pretty much everything. Back in the days, I didn't give a fuck. But ignorance is bliss, and you know, it is what it is. It is a community per se. That's what they like to call it. So you want to please some people at least.
Curtis asked, what's your favorite way to garden?
Hmm. Just good old flower. It's the best way. Good old flowers in the garden.
Have you shown your kids surf?
Yeah, they're fans, I'd say. Uh, that's another. I wouldn't say a reason for the pop culture maps, but it's another incentive, I guess, to do those because they're more recognized.
Uh,
Especially like the SpongeBob map.
yeah.
That was cool to work on.
Do you have another collab with Juice in the works or planned?
Not in the works. But yeah, I definitely want to do another one with them. Um, I'm pretty sure the feeling is mutual. So, but I already told him I'm not gonna even entertain that idea until he finishes the map that he's been working on for probably over a year. Been working on that map forever.
I just realized we never had anyone make the KSF announcement. That's probably why we've got so few viewers.
Yeah, I didn't quite I didn't quite expect it to begin with. So,
Do you have any mapping related regrets?
uh, not really. Um, I try to be as I guess legitimate as I can be. That's why like been through these kind of I've left KSF I think twice. Uh, some drama, rada rada. I don't come back with a name change. You know, acting like a different person. You know, so I am who I am. So in that same hand, it is what it is.
Um, Ethics wants to know why you like models so much if they're such a pain to work with.
Um, I don't think they're a pain to work with. Um, I think the only pain with models is the lighting. And if you know lighting and you know models, then even then it's not that hard. It's just more of a quality of life. Like obviously, you want to be able to place as many models as you want in whatever places and have equal lighting amongst them. But sometimes that's not the case. But there is things you can do to to fix it. So I don't know. I mean, I don't get why people don't work with props. It's some big stigma that's in the mapping community is models, props. I feel like that shit is so stupid. And I know, oh, they're coming from Puffin. Obviously, he's gonna say that.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
I do feel like
it
a lot of
is what
maps
it
are
is.
bare.
I mean, that there's so many maps that could be spruced up with just a couple tree models, some bushes. I mean, fuck. But it's at at this point, I don't care anymore. People still say that shit about my maps or how I map, and okay, my maps look good. They surf decent. I mean,
And if you enjoy them, that's really all that matters.
yeah. I mean, I've just noticed that. I mean, unless you're Spy or Kurt or Granis, Sam, Taiki, you know, you're not gonna get the feedback that you feel like you deserve, no matter who you are, unless you're like the people of the community, which I just listed just a few of them. There's obviously more, uh, but the community has their favorites. Uh, which, I mean, any community does. So I'm not saying that to be mean to the community to KSF, but just like any other community, they have favorites, and it is what it is. That's gonna come up a lot. It already has. It is what it is.
Yeah. Welcome in, Kander. This is the list of maps that we've got listed. Um, Ethics wants to know why you only play Scout in CS2.
Um, Scout and Deeg mostly. Um, that goes with the competitiveness I was talking about earlier. Feel like anybody can really hop on CS and be good at, putting four in the chest with an M4 or an AK. Uh, but it takes a little extra something to be able to instantly flick on a head and just tap on it. You know,
Yeah.
especially with a deagle. I've been using that mostly lately. I feel like it feels a lot better too. Like I said, instead of putting four in someone's chest, you just fucking flick on their head real quick. It's a
Did
nice feeling.
did you
Makes for
start
good clips too.
on CS and that's how you found Surf?
No, I actually was surfing first, and then I got into CS a little later on. I was playing Valorant when I started surfing, uh,
Okay.
so I was already familiar with the 5v5 tactical aspect,
Gotcha. I'm
and
so
it's
bad.
literally the same game, like gameplay wise. So pretty much all the skills from Valorant translate over into CS. So I was playing the same game with different graphics and no superpowers.
Makes sense.
What other ones we got?
Any last minute questions from chat? Uh, Next map is Despair, and it's in the QA process right now, or in the approval process.
Yeah, that one shouldn't have an issue. I feel like it'll probably be it'll probably be in QA for a while. It'll probably be in the pending maps for a while, but at this point, I don't really care. I more or less just want to be done with that map. So if I do feel like starting something else. I don't uh I don't feel locked in to that map. Right. In my mind, I feel like if even if it's in QA, I don't want to move on from the map just because there's a chance I'm gonna have to open it. I'm gonna have to get in that mindset, of that theme and you know, um, so I don't really want to start anything until that one's done and kind of finished. I know if it gets at least two passes or if it gets a pass from somebody who's a little more tenured in QA, then I know the other two passes are gonna be not an issue. Um, then I might start working on something else, but I kind of want to go the opposite way instead of that gloomy, you know. That's kind of what despair is. You got that kind of dark purple fog. The lighting's all dark. Just overall kind of dark and gloomy map.
So
Kind of want
next,
to do something the opposite. I was talking with Curtis about like a Bob Ross map, something that's kind of like Curtis called it painterly. I've never heard that word used before, but I'm guessing that's the right word to use. Um, that's something that I would like to do. Something that's a uh, niche detailing theme for one, which is I'm all about that. That's something that I don't think has been done. Um, and if it's done correctly, if Source actually allows it to be done correctly, because Source just has so many limitations with anything that has any cool substance at all. Um, so if that would to work out, or if that would work out, then that would be sick. That would definitely be what I would do next.
Kurt said, "Joy after despair, surf joy."
Yeah, probably not the name I would use, but the that terminology is correct. Yeah.
Hardex wants to know if you're ever gonna enter a mapping contest again.
Sip my metaphorical tea on that one. I don't know. Depends on the theme, probably. If it's not something I'm not interested in, then if it's something I'm a little interested in, probably not. If it's something that I'm like, fuck, that's all me, probably.
All right, so we should
It's
make the
gonna make
next
the
theme
theme
pop
pop
culture.
culture.
All right, we really should. That would be a fun.
uh,
I like.
I, I'm, I mean, I that's what I do best.
I think more
Uh,
mappers should be into it.
I mean, why not? It's right there. It's right in front of your face.
Yeah,
You know,
everybody loves them.
like
Kander wants to know if you can add a B hop bonus to every map you make from now on.
I try to. I try to do one at least every map, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I know Wonky has one. Nibiru OG has one. Uh Nibiru 2 has one. Bikini Bottom has one. Yeah. All my release maps have a B-Hop bonus on it.
Did you have a stage on Simpsons?
No.
No.
I got in a little too late for that. Koga.
Do you have
Um,
any
yeah.
bonuses on other people's maps that you are proud of that you want to go through real quick?
Oh, yeah, the one on AB. That one's definitely sweet. That was a great idea on my behalf. Great idea on Curtis's behalf on involving it with the map. And then
Um,
it, and then it being map of the year. That was pretty tight. Got a bonus on map of the year, and it's B1. That's nice.
How do I find bonuses on here?
That's why momentum. Forget where it's at.
The red thing in the void.
Yeah, it's the one that's not. It's obvious. It's fucking. It's Mario. It's a me, Mario. It's somewhere. You could probably just YouTube it as well.
Yeah, that's probably faster.
Yeah, I know there's definitely runs on YouTube.
Kurt,
Just surf AB1.
does the showcase have the bonuses?
Yeah, there you go. It's the first one. This one's super cool because I got Juice to actually keyframe a Bowser in a cart, and he's actually running the map the entire time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so if you actually do go on the map, if you just stand in the start zone, he'll pass right by you, and you can just follow him throughout the map. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was no showcase because it was a puzzle map.
Yeah, the I want to do more of the Mario of those old N64 themes. That's another one. Like it's so good, like gameplay wise. Uh, and it's so simple because technically the gameplay was already made by Nintendo. So you know the gameplay is gonna be pretty good because it was made by Nintendo. So it's just a B-hop slash slide version of that gameplay. It's kind of I mean, it's a lazy way to do something
I like
that's
the
gonna
idea of
be,
it.
it's well received by everyone, gameplay wise and obviously theme wise because they grew up playing on that same fucking level, you know. So that one was definitely a win-win for me. It wasn't a lot of work, and got it was received very well by everybody.
Any last minute questions? Anything you wanted to talk about?
Mm. No, not really. I mean, there's nothing really going on. There's no tournaments, nothing like that, no contests. What is it? January? I don't know if they do what, two a year contests. Maybe they come up with a nice contest theme this next time. Uh, that'd be nice.
We'll get them to do pop culture, don't worry. We're
Yeah,
manifesting that.
they they will not do pop culture for the contest. That's guaranteed, 100%. I know Sam's not watching this for a fact. Uh, but yeah, he will not allow that to happen. So it would be very cool. I feel like it would be well received by everybody, and I feel like the maps that would come out of it would be sick. Um, but
So Puffin's gotta
uh,
host his own mapping tournament, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, I probably could, but that's something I would definitely need a little more free time to do, and I guess the motivation to do it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Kurt does the mapping gathers. Um, KSF does their contests. I feel like right now we have enough, at least in the mapping community, to keep everybody kind of busy, keep everybody satisfied. Uh, it's not a bad idea though, and just like I said, it'd be well received by everybody. I don't quite understand why what the issue is with having it official, because that is a pretty good theme for everybody. But I could do a mapping contest. But then again, who's gonna join?
I'm wondering if I don't even have the version of the map with bonuses on it.
It should be in there.
Oh well, I'll find it
Anyway,
another
that
time.
one and Tech Slob was a cool one.
Tech slot bonus.
Yeah, I like the Tech Slob bonus. That one was well received too. That one got some good time.
Which one was it?
B5 or B3, B3.
B3. There's a showcase for it. Does that have bonuses?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think he surfed the bonuses. I think he just no clipped them.
I forgot about this showcase.
The showcase was so good.
It's so funny.
It was so good. I was doing that rough showcase and I was looking for ideas and all I could think about was this fucking showcase. It was so good. Like it's like nice and official. Yeah, he just no clips through 'em. But also they're like memey. Just so nice. I got hit with the ad.
All right, we are gonna go ahead and call it there then.
That sounds good to me.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for everybody for joining and for all your questions. W mappers. Um, we'll keep this going.
Uh, Someone make some cool shit. Curtis, release that turbine map. Shit's cool. Give me a bonus on it.
I don't know if we have. I don't have anything planned for February yet, so if anybody wants a February slot, holler at me.
Curtis.
Curtis was last month.
Curtis number two. Encore. But no, I appreciate it. It was nice talking. It was nice chatting about the community and the maps. So we'll see what happens on the next one. Maybe it'll be pretty good.
I don't know why I don't stream more. I just lazy. Mostly just been trapped in audiobook land.
All right,
But
my friend. Have
all
a good
right,
rest of your day. Goodbye,
everybody,
everybody.
have a good day. I'm gonna end stream. I'll come back on after a cigarette. I just want to end stream so it's easier to upload and I don't have to trim the video or nothing.